Welcome back, friends and fans. It's a new week, it's hump day, and it's a special day. It's a good day today. Stick around till the end and I'll tell you why. But we are back here trying to find out the secrets of Scratch and what the new plan is. Do we need to read any of this? This is probably important stuff. It says important information right here. Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. And definitely do not touch my pay, or I swear I'll sue. Alright. Staff kitchen, do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Oh gosh, that's funny. Oh, alright. Let's, my heart, Casey, my heart can't take your sorrow.
Scratch pretended to be awake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wakes. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Ooh. See, guys, I've been saying the same thing. I've been saying it.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you.
She's right,
That was
though.
a mistake.
Well,
So was believing Scratch.
yeah.
But it's
okay.
not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
I don't want to talk to you for long, so...
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to
Yeah, that ain't the flex you think it is, Chief.
the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks. Gimme that.
One more thing, the lake house. I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
Yeah. Let's see. What happened to the
What
lake
happened
house?
to the lake house?
You're about to begin the lake house expansion. Ooh. Yes, continue.
Right. You've seen firsthand how complicated and messy the FBC's cases are. But this story should help you learn that things can always get weirder.
You said it, Esteves. Esteves. I thought that was a good callback. Gosh, I love Psych. That was just a good
This isn't the
era.
Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most.
I mean, that makes sense. They
It
had
was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again.
an entire area dedicated to it
After
at the
AWE
FBC.
in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I have to play as Esteves. The Lake House. Return addendum. Okay. Easy.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye.
That is true.
They call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Oh, this is the area we obviously couldn't get into at the start of the game. I was wondering if we'd ever get to go through here. When she was talking about how lively the 70s were in Bright Falls for the FBC, I wasn't surprised because, yeah, they have an entire section without the DLC of Control. The FBC building has an entire section dedicated to just Bright Falls.
Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual
Whoa.
carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility?
Dude, no one's here.
No?
They all left in a hurry.
And welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility.
She's not enthused at all.
We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
Why, yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid, wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
That's actually pretty dang funny.
Healthy.
This is crazy. This looks, I mean, it makes sense that this looks just like how it does in Control. With the office buildings as they are. That was probably one of the most like mind-bending moments inside Control, was just was getting to that part where you have to relive
Dr. Marmont's not here.
the days
Nobody is?
continuously.
I'll have to check downstairs.
Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability to manifest exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. It's kind of like Minority Report. That was a good movie. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note, the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability, and this time as the nature of the nature of paintings and their paranatural effects have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion: The subject is suspected to be Class 2 para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies.
An
Dang.
experiment. That bodes well.
Alright, where can I find the password for this computer? Wow, he gave a bust of himself to his wife. That probably wasn't the most thoughtful gift. Like, hey, congrats. Here's a picture of my head.
It's locked.
Dang. Well, that wasn't so hard. Oh, unlock the door?
Don't mind if I already did.
Yeah, it was just a collection of dates. Really not that hard. What was in here? Dang, slow down, chick.
This should come in handy.
Ah, see, I knew I needed to. Aw, pictures of a cat. See, the dude, I think, has a good heart, but he's definitely full of himself. Alright. Yeah, it's a good thing I got that. Oh, I could probably only go here because I...
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts.
There's a handprint on the...
Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to...
Yeah. Do you remember...
Estevez, what's your status?
Estevez.
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Oh, the walls.
Belay that order.
Walls and
Shit.
everything are all veiny.
A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside.
It's the painter, dude. It's a good thing I read that email.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, dude, there's something scurrying about. Oh, good. It's almost like, The Thing. Dr. Casper!
Dr. Darling.
Can't hear. A freaking yoga ball?
Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, they're not smart. Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Cool. Do it. I guess I can't interact with it just yet. Dude, they did such a good job at making the atmosphere here feel so isolated and freaky. I'm digging this. This is exactly what I wanted. That's totally Scratch. 100%. You hear that? Can I close this door? Nope. What is this?
Jules' keycard. Could be useful.
Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a black rock. A lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around the case. In any case, it gets confiscated. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Make these things lighter.
Oh, I probably have to get the power back on to get that.
There was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Dude, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Dude, it was following me for sure. Whatever that was. Ho 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 ho.
At least the elevator's back.
Is it? Dude, I'm so freaking scared right now.
You shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
Dude, something is for sure following me. Unless it's just the sound of the paint moving.
Can't open it from the side.
Alright, listen. Chances are nothing's gonna attack me just yet because it's not queued to. So I just need to remain relaxed and confident that I'll be okay. Oh. Oh, good. Something moved. Did you see that? I mean, yes, obviously the paintings moved.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's very, very exciting. Non-physical forces impact. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but if that would, maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the Shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great thing for the people.
The Hedron. That's that for sure is a reference to Control. I mean, this game's full of them. Okay, now is the time that I would likely get attacked. After everything has been moved. But yeah, 100% something.
If you can understand me, I am in...
What did I just say?
What the fuck were those things?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No.
Deep breaths. 1, 2,
Oh. No way.
6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function.
No
Take
way.
6 deep breaths. Then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
And my flashlight didn't even.
Please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
Didn't even affect them. Oh gosh.
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you?
That's never a good sign.
You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings use corrode.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down!
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now!
Yeah. That wasn't gonna work.
Bad news? That thing is really pissed off.
Yeah.
Good news. It didn't try to kill me.
Yet.
Baby steps.
Oh gosh.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
I've said it. I know I've said this a couple of times already, but there is still no scarier elevator open than the ones in Dead Space. I will always be met with some of the scariest silences from Dead Space.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Nothing wrong with a little healthy competition.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself. Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Is co-heads one word or two? It's one word. When hyphenated, it's one word.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
That's cool that they've put the save points in the shelters in control. The shelters were everywhere and housed people away from the enemies of the game. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked in here for sure.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
Yeah, you don't say. I'm going to eat my words here in a second, and I feel it. But because there are no paintings down here, I feel like I'm at least somewhat safe. Gosh. Why is this working? Why is this working to freak me out?
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow.
Yep.
I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
That Dr. Hartman fight in Control was also very well done. Scared me real good being in the dark. I think I'm supposed to find a key card somewhere so that I can get into these rooms, because I don't have clearance level 2. Alright, I think I'm just going to continue on forward. Ah, there's paint. See? Eating my words. Already. The problem is the last time I tried to shoot the things,
Shit.
I couldn't.
I can never say no to extra firepower.
No, you cannot. Oh, gosh.
Back where I started.
Oh.
Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This control.
Gosh. I'm gonna have to throw some hands.
Logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control.
Oh, there's one right there. Either too far away or it just doesn't.
The shadow is here.
Oh gosh.
Brought a flashlight.
Oh, dude, you don't have a face? Gosh. Oh my gosh, work, would you? Gosh. Ah. Oh. I didn't. Oh, come on. I didn't quick access any meds to me. Alright, let's try this again. Honestly, I might start off with flashbang.
The shadow is here. Good thing you brought a flashlight.
Did that really not work on any of them? Come on. Right, come on, come on. There more? Oh, there's the big one. Oof. Okay.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Oh my gosh. That took me more attempts than I'd like to admit. Just wasn't as prepared, I guess. And I didn't have to use a single flashlight. I just used my flash grenade. Oh gosh. Here we go into some more paintings. I keep hearing them behind me.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page.
That's gonna come off the wall.
It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly...
This lady's losing it just as much as I am.
It's like he's warning us. But
I wonder if this writing...
mean?
I mean, I didn't read it the first time, so it probably isn't changing.
Scared Jules away from
But,
the work on Wake's writing.
We're gonna have to find out what Wake is up to, what the painter is up to, in the next episode. I know, I hate to do this to you guys, but I think the next part of all this deserves a lot more feature-length film type material. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I am... my butt has never puckered harder.
What did he say?
Than when walking through those halls with the paintings talking to me. That was super well done. I'm in love with this game. I think it's just fantastic. And I'm glad you get to experience it with me. I'm glad you get to see me experience it for the first time. If you've already seen this, and if you haven't seen this, then I'm glad that we get to experience it together. You guys are just fantastic. Today is just such a great day because I reached 50 subscribers. I didn't know that this was going to happen. I think I owe it entirely to my Pokemon series and this series because I've had far more views on these two series than I have on anything else before, except for Echo. I'm incredibly grateful for all of you. 50 subscribers. I couldn't imagine me doing this even a month ago. So I just appreciate the heck out of you guys. And I hope to see you next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.